So I won't never forget this day. Also, my ass, pause. It's not a homo thing. I don't know if I got bit on my, like, I don't know if I got bit, but I got something that hurts so goddamn bad. It's a bump. Like, but that thing like a mountain. And at first I was at work, I was just sitting in my chair. And I thought maybe it was like my pants waistband and my belt was doing some funny stuff, and it was creating pressure on like a certain area of my glutes. And I was like, okay, so it felt like a bruise. So I got home, you know what I'm talking about? I was about to rub it out, and I touched it, and it was like fire. I'm like, oh God, what is that? So I turned and I looked in the mirror, got this big ass bump knot on like right where my waistline cheek is at. And I'm just like, oh shit. So, you know, Suki likes to play doctor. She liked to pop shit. So, I mean, I had to hire and request her services. So she's trying to do whatever. And I tell her all the time, like, look, if I say stop, that means stop. I hate the way that she pops stuff, first of all. It's always painful. But
that's what it's gonna be.
I don't have no choice though. So she's trying to pop, but ain't nothing happening. Bruh, I'm talking like it's sensitive to the touch. She finally, like, I was like, all right, let me take a shower, and I'll put a hot rag on it, see if that
let it just
soften it up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna let you go back in. But you gotta try to pop it with the hot rag attached to the glue. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what we did. She finally got it. She's like, oh, something came out. I was like, okay. But she's like, oh, there's more though. I'm like, this shit hurt. So my ass, now all of this is in one day. So I got hurt ass cheek. I got her birthday. I'm tired. And I had a flat tire today. All before she left to go to the airport. So yeah, but I'm be out here riding around by myself. You know what I'm talking about? Just chilling.
You off today, man. You can go to sleep after this. You know what I'm talking about?
I tend to wake up though. I tend to wake up after we tape, so I don't know.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, life sucks sometimes. Man, please pull up. Oh no, this nigga sitting on the pillow. His ass hurts so bad.
That's my shirt.
Okay, my bad. Nah, I'm talking about the pillow you sitting on. Nah, I got the shirt. Yeah, but I'm talking about the pillow you sitting on.
Oh yeah, I had to. It's where the bum. This is where the bum But yes, that's it, man. I ain't mean to take too much of y'all's morning.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? They've been listening all year. They know how you get down. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, might as well give a big ass story for the last episode of 2019 before we move to 2020.
Y'all ain't gonna see it? Not y'all.
No, we don't want to see shit.
Committee, y'all want to see it?
I'm gonna black you out. Like I got control over that. We're not gonna look at it. I'm gonna stop your video right here. Anyway,
shit with some bop in it.
Welcome back to the MVP.
The Man's You podcast, baby.
Man, we're back here again for another year. Well, depending on when y'all watch this. If y'all watch it when we put it out, it's still 2019. But it's the last episode of 2019. So shout out to us. We lasted a whole nother year. You heard. So I just want to, before we start anything, I want a round of applause for us. The MVP showing up, giving you week in, week out. I was gonna add the clapping in, but thank y'all for doing that. That's fine. That's cool.
So you can still throw it in.
I throw it in there. That's fine. It's good. Yeah, but that was you could have stunned it like, hey, because that was the magic of post production. But that's cool. No problem. Thank you guys again for joining us. We got Greg over here. Start calling Greg Shadow because he's dressing all black up in his residence. Ain't got on the suit because he's trying to be president.
I know he told me, man. I'm
all black.
All black. Like white backdrop. Okay, no problem.
I can go change my shirt if y'all want me.
You straight, man. Keep your Black Panther hat on and everything. You good.
Yeah, man. I gotta wear my hat, man.
Yeah, it wouldn't be you if you didn't come out here like that with all black on. It's cool. You know what I'm talking about? We got Chris out here representing for the post office. Shout out to him. What's happening with you?
Doing it, bro.
Already. And Rice Gang, what's happening? What's good?
What's up with it? What's up?
You know what I'm talking about? I feel good about this day's episode because we got some end of the year stuff to go over later on in the show. But we got a couple things we got to tend to first. Okay. First thing we're going to tend to is, I got my notes, y'all. Y'all been with me. I got my notes. Inspirational person of the week. Usually, you notice the trend. When Greg is on, we have an inspirational person of the week, magically. When he's not on, we just kind of skim through that shit. You heard me?
About your ass.
Hey, it is what it is. But this week, we do have an inspirational person of the week coming from our partner, Jarrell Williams. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Jarrell, man.
I can't really tell y'all about this. Y'all check out this video. It's going to explain the reason why he is getting inspirational person of the week.
Okay, guys. I know what's going on. For those of y'all that don't know, you don't have to sit there and be quiet. For those of y'all that don't know, Jarrell, this is Darlene's husband. They just got married in June. This is something very important to us, so we wanted to take some time out to show our appreciation and make this little segment of this Christmas party for Jarrell. We got Jarrell a gift, however, it has not arrived yet. So here is his gift. That's going to arrive. It's a San Francisco, because we're 49ers fans.
Woohoo!
It's a San Francisco 49ers watch. And with that, we want to say this is about timing. And it's about timing and how Jarrell is on time when it comes to Jaden and him being in his life.
I'm about to cry.
That male role model, that father figure, that, whatever. We all know that this is not Jaden's dad, but he picks up and he does when he can, without being asked. He picks up and he does for Papa whatever he can. And Jaden wants to say something, and we're going to ask something of Jarrell, because for years we thought, because Cheryl is Jaden's godmother. Okay? Jaden's godmother. And we thought forever that just because the godmother and they're with someone that has to be the godfather, but that's not the case. So tonight, Jaden and I, with Jaden himself, we are requesting and asking Jarrell.
Want to ask you to be my godfather.
Look at Mariah. She like,
And he wants to say something.
I feel like every young man needs a father figure in their life.
I can't hear.
What was I saying? I feel like every young man needs a father figure in their life. And,
That's right.
With my father not being there, you partaking in that role, and I just really appreciate it because you're always there for me. You teach me my rights and wrongs. You teach me my future life lessons and what I need to know and how to become a strong, grown man, basically.
You accept.
I do.
Okay. If that shit ain't inspiration, I don't know what the fuck is. You know what I'm talking about? So clap it up again for Jarrell. You know what I'm talking about?
Yay!
Yeah, post-production. It's cool. They still...
I learned from it. You know what I'm talking about? Hey! Some bop in it. I fuck around, nigga. I don't learn new shit, bro. I don't like some new shit.
Yeah,
I like
hard. Baby hard with that shit, man.
No, I like that shit. For some reason. I don't know, bro.
It ain't no reason that shit hard, man. I like it too.
Okay, all right. That's what it's so, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Chris, you don't know? You looking like you don't know it. You ain't seen the video? Go type in the baby, literally the baby, and then bop. Just watch the video. Nigga, Jabberwock.
That's a dope video.
I need a song with some bop. He got the Jabberwockies in there. I know you
Boy,
like the
anything with the Jabberwockies in there, boy. They in there.
They was getting
That shit was hard, yeah.
Nah, that was all it, boy. I was like, Adrian, come on, nigga. AD could have been in that bitch, boy. But that was the shit right there, boy. I like that shit.
Yeah, they was getting in there.
He one nigga that I could say, man, like if I'm not like hooked on a song, his video could sell me on some shit, bro.
For real.
Because when I heard it on his album, like I was like, it's cool. I put it on my workout list, but the video, that shit make me like fall in love with it. I'm like, oh, that nigga got to dance and everything. And then I saw Kevin Hart and his daughter doing it. Oh yeah, that was magical too, bro. I was like, oh okay, all right, okay, I like that shit.
Oh, is that what Kevin? Is that what you have posted? Regarding Kevin Hart and his daughter? That's what they were doing?
Yeah,
that's the song,
their rendition. Yep. Yeah. But you gotta watch the video. The video was way better. But it was that, got some shit with some bop in it. Oh, yeah.
Before we go to the closeout questions of the week, we do have a question that was posed to us that was sent in from our email, mansviewpodcast@yahoo.com. Like I said, if you guys need advice or have any questions or concerns, let us know. We will give you the best answer possible. It's always good when we got Chris and Greg on because according to Chris, they the good niggas, and me and Book, we the bad niggas. So we're gonna give it to you.
I don't know what they be talking about bad like.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it to you real, uncut, and raw, pure cocaine. You know what I'm talking about?
Pablo Escobar.
You heard. You know what I'm saying? Pure snow. Yeah. Me and Book gonna give it to you pure snow. Chris and Greg, they're gonna cut it a little bit with something. I don't know what they're gonna cut it with, but it ain't gonna be as pure as ours. But go ahead, Book. Go ahead and read that question.
All right, everybody. You know what time it is, and you know what this is as well. It is From the Man's View.
I forgot about that.
From a man's view. I'm sorry, not from the man's view. From a man's view segment.
I keep on forgetting about that damn title.
I know. The power of post editing. So, the question is from our avid listener. I'm with my spouse for 20 years. We no longer share the same political views, so much so that having different opinions have caused unnecessary fights and no communication between us. I've conveyed on numerous occasions that I choose not to discuss politics anymore. I guess my question is, can political views cause demise? What other ways can you share the message? That is the question. We are the answer. Let's begin.
Greg, go ahead, man. Let me hear you, Greg.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just, I mean, I guess it all depends, but it's politics. So, I mean, everybody gonna have a different view on politics, just like everybody gonna have a different view on religion. You know, same thing. Like it goes hand in hand. To me, you know, like I'll say even like, for instance, like with Patricia, when we first started talking, like, you know, she had no real faith, really, you know. She practiced yoga, you know, followed Buddha, you know, a whole lot and stuff like that. But, you know, now she has a different outlook on faith, you know, and it's not singular to one. And I think I've helped her with that too. So that's kind of where I stand as well. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to cause an argument, you know, or a divorce, you know, in that matter. But it's all to each its own, you know. I mean, you know, so that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, definitely cut real hard. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it is.
You probably
Yes,
got
it
about
is.
1% powder in that thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Salt in that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
You got about 1% in that.
I'm sorry, I didn't supply the blue magic. My
she
bad.
put that cocaine in it. He didn't put that cocaine in it. He put
not
that
the cocaine.
cane in it. And it might not even be sugar cane. It might be fucking sweet and low. And what's in the pink packet? That one too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
artificial.
That's the good sugar. That's what we have.
Yeah, that's what you out here selling, niggas.
Well, I'm not sure, Chris. Would you like to go now, or would you like to stagger the opinions?
You like to
Yeah,
throw
go
some
ahead.
real in it?
Let it stagger.
Because, Buck, we're going to throw some pop in it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I just saw that, by the way. The chick on the handstand too.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
I see little baby. Yeah.
that's a dope video.
She was very talented. I didn't know sister. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Flavor could do all that. She was on it. She was on her game.
Do y'all need to wait for us a book when y'all about to hit it?
Oh, I go and get it if you want me to. I mean, I didn't know if you want to stagger the, you know what I'm saying, the cut and the raw and the cut and the raw. I don't know how y'all want to do that, but I can go. That's no problem.
For sure.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Politics. There's a couple things that's in this world that I believe. This is my personal opinion. Is just strictly here to cause division. That's it. Yo, no matter what political party you talking about, I think that's kind of crazy to me. If you ready to divorce somebody off of the gang that they claim, basically it's blue and red, it's Bloods and Crips. When you come down to it, when it comes down to the very meat and potatoes of it, motherfuckers want to do the same shit. They just want to disguise it a different way. Some people want to be overt with the shit they want to do, and some people want to hide it and sugarcoat the shit. Some people want to be uncut raw, like me and Book, and some people want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to whip that shit down, you know what I'm saying? Throw some additives in there, make it look good, but it's still killing you at the end of the day. That's how I feel about politics. I feel about politics, and same thing to a certain extent about religion. Not being spiritual, but religion.
There's a difference. That's why I said religion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So when we go off of different things and we get caught in two different things, okay, your husband may be a Democrat, you're or vice versa, you're a Republican, he's a Democrat, or he's a Republican, you're a Democrat. I just feel like it goes. What are the good values about that? That's what I need to know. I think it's kind of crazy to subscribe to one of those things because it's not one thing about one of those groups that you agree with totally and fully. If you don't, then that means you should be an independent thinker. Yep. Unfortunately, we know nobody from the Green Party, which is the Vice Lords, or the are we talking about the Independent Party? They're not going to make it. Okay, what you do is you sit back. Whoever has the stuff that works for you, no matter what party is, Republican or Democrats, whoever has most stuff that adds up to you, where you line up at, that's who you vote for. Yeah, that's just what it is. Now, if y'all don't agree on core beliefs, you should have knew that shit probably before you married the motherfucker. If y'all have different core beliefs, I'm gonna leave Book. I don't want to take all Book raw. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how I feel about where it coming from there.
Trying to get that A1 Padico.
You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm just, you know me. I don't cut nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't cut it. I get it from the Colombians. I put it on the street. It's
blue magic. It doesn't matter. They know it's you know what I'm saying? For Frank Lucas and this bitch. Let's go.
Okay, Chris, you can go ahead.
Sell that off-brand, that off-white. Yeah, go and get it.
Can y'all hear me okay? Because I'm not really on the computer.
No, we hear you.
I'm here, but the light's so bright, I don't want to be that close to it. I'm okay?
You straight.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go back and just dissect this thing for a little bit.
Okay.
20 years. No longer sharing the same political views. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. But as far as the differences of opinions and unnecessary fights, can it cause a demise? Yes, it can. Should it cause a demise? No, I don't think it. Because, as you alluded to, Franz, you know, we're all going to have our difference of opinions, but I don't think it should be so much to where it is dependent on the nature of your own relationship. Like if politics and, like Greg said, religion are the only things that is the fundamental values of your relationship, then, like you said, maybe that's something you need to reevaluate. You know, you pick up on a person's personalities, what they believe in the beginning. So, in the course of 20 years, I just think there's a little bit too much history to throw away because of political indifferences. That's just kind of one of those things. If you know it's gonna spark or hit a nerve just because one political party is preaching this and another is that, and y'all just don't see eye to eye, then hey, maybe politics is something y'all don't really need to come together and have sit down at the dinner table and converse about. You know what I'm saying? if it's touching, if it's that touchy. You know, you got to kind of pick and choose, I think, your battles. You know what I'm saying?
I got something for you, Chris. I got a question for you.
What's up?
Okay. Say it's the politics, but say it has something to do with like race. You know what I'm talking about? Say you're saying like, hey, oh yeah, those Mexicans need to go back, and maybe you didn't see that side of somebody until my bad. So is that the raw part? Should I wait on that?
No, let Mr. Nice Guy do what he does, and I'll do what I do.
Okay, I just wanted to because I hear what he's saying.
I got you covered. I got you covered.
No problem. Good. No problem.
Because it's gonna mix into what I'm already thinking about. So I don't even want to. I don't want to have the watered down version of it. I just rather you get that A1 Pedico.
I got you.
But you can answer if you want. You can't unhear it.
No. I can understand if something you might not have known about the person from the gate, all of a sudden something strikes you and y'all just don't see eye to eye on. I can understand why that could be a problem, but I don't see why it should be the end all of a relationship. I just think there's certain things, like I'm that way with my wife. Like there's certain things that I know I can't talk. Like I can probably talk to y'all and clown with y'all about, but I can't with her because she may feel differently or have a different opinion about it. So it's like I know I can't sit down and chop it up like that with her. I got to be a little bit more sensitive or mindful of how she may feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just picking and choosing. You know, if politics ain't your thing, man, then hey, leave that alone. Talk about power, which comes on next week. Let's get it.
More bullshit.
Matter of fact, hold on. Y'all see my cup?
I see your cup, man.
Great
That
movie.
light's kind of flashing. A
We see
Christmas
it.
story.
Mm-hmm.
Never a movie that I quite enjoyed, so you can get that bullshit.
Sean hates this movie.
Me too.
She hates it.
Oh, wow.
I watch it every year. I've been watching it every year since I can remember.
Yeah,
It's a ritual for me.
it's a great movie.
Every year, like last night,
The
it
late
went
night.
off the last Showtime on TNT, at least TNT 245 for me, DirecTV, was from 6 to 8. And then I just so happened to hit the guide button. There was a 245-1.
-1. Yep. Play it again.
And so it went from like 9 to 11. I'm like, it ain't over. It ain't over. So I tuned in, and I sure did get my fill of Ralphie, you know, dreaming about this air rifle. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about this story. It makes me feel like a kid again.
You know what movie too?
I'm drifting.
Yeah, I just quickly, Christmas Vacation is one that I try to watch too with Chevy Chase. I don't know if y'all like that.
Yeah, man. So I got my cup, sipping on some coquito. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm over here.
You got some coquito in there?
In a sense, that's something like we don't see eye to eye on that, but that's not going to end my relationship because I like something that she doesn't. It's just an indifference. You know, so to the question and the person that asked, yes, it can, depending on how far you let it go, but it shouldn't. Simple as it. Here we go.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Cause I get it with for the low. Let's go. Get it, book. Race gang.
Here we go. Now brace yourself.
You better, because you see how I'm thrusting that bitch? Shit. All right. I allowed everybody to have the floor. So off of my last counterparts' views and ideas about the Christmas Star, the movie sucks. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. This is my time to shine. Okay, the greatest movie of all time for Christmas. I like the one with Chevy Chase, correct? That's a good one. Christmas Vacation, that's good. But it's not that.
Home Alone.
It's not Home Alone. It's not that.
It ain't Home Alone 2?
No, it's neither. It's none of the above. All I want for Christmas is 2 fat bitches and potato chip. That's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Okay, that's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. All right, Friday After Next. You and me. What that mean? Retarded? Like nigga, that it's small here. No, you big in here. Like nigga, it's all type.
Yeah.
That movie is so epic, bro. I'm sorry. Like I don't watch that.
I
shit.
might watch that tonight. Matter of fact,
Man, that shit is that shit funny as hell, man.
yeah.
That's my shit. I don't care. I know it's a grown Christmas movie, but that shit epic for me, man. So, but no, I get, for a lot of people, the Christmas Story is monumental, but for me, I didn't watch it as a child, so me trying to watch it as I'm an adult and then first time seeing it, it don't register the same for me. So I believe, it instilled different values that you guys were able to adapt to during that age group, but not me. Sorry.
Yeah, Franz knows that the nostalgia feels on Watchmen. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. So, but to the question about demise over politics. Now you said 20 years. For one, none of my other fellow constituents. See, I'm gonna use all political terms. None of my other fellow constituents here chose to point out the fact that within the past 20 years, who has been the electoral president? Who's been elected? You got Bush 1, you got Obama, and now you got Agent Orange. Okay. All right. Check it out. That's 16 years, but you had Double Bush, who beat out I know John Kerry and
what was it, Mitt Romney?
Mitt Romney.
There you go, Romney first.
I think Romney was going against Obama.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm talking about Bush.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But it doesn't matter. We don't need to go back that far.
Was it John McCain?
The last four elected presidents. Notice it is a problem now. Otherwise, this question wouldn't exist if the president in effect right now wasn't the president in effect right now. Because the only thing popping in the political world right now is this impeachment talk. Okay? So, does your spouse not want Agent Orange to meet their demise? And now you're having to reconsider some things about yourself and reevaluate them as a person? Shit like that would turn me off too. I'm not mad at you. Okay? So, say Suki was like, yeah, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, do this, do that. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like that? So those are the things, and I don't think politics should ever mix into your marriage. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a whole different type of anomaly. Those are things that you just keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that should be a conversation between what are you, red, blue, or conservative. Like, what you do in the voting booth is what you do in the voting booth. Me, I choose not to speak about politics. I might say and voice my opinion out loud, but I don't deep dive into, the depths of it all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't defend the guy that we got now. I say in some aspects, I understand his intention, but the way he delivers shit is completely incorrect. That's what I'll say about him. Like, I don't disagree with everything. It's just the rhetoric that adds onto it, his tweets, and then he goes to these rallies, and then he gets all these stupid motherfuckers chanting and cheering and raving about stuff, and he feeds into it. Like, that's too much for me. But yeah, within the past 20, I don't think if that is what's causing you to feel a way about your partner, then I mean that's what it's gonna be. Like, you can't unfeel what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, if you feel as though that they're a silent racist of sorts, then I don't see why you would want to forgive that, or why you think that you can get past that, because that's not you. That's a moral and ethic code that you have instilled inside yourself. So if you feel like you're homophobic and you be like, man, I wish all these gay motherfuckers out here doing this, doing that, I wish they all died, stuff like that, then yeah, if that's not how you rock, you might not agree with, who people choose to love or date. But if it's that violent in talk, then that might not be your cup of tea. You know what I'm talking about? You might need to switch over to coffee. It just is what it is. So I'm not knocking nobody for, the difference in views, but I think something that's minuscule as politics, because contrary to your belief, depending on what state you live in, it don't matter what you say. Okay, it don't matter. Like Texas is a red state. All right. I don't know the last time it was blue. Personal. So for us, being in Texas, yeah, we want to go out and just show the what is it? I don't want to say the force or the impact behind it, but just show that there is a strong presence of sorts of people who vote, maybe blue, you know what I'm saying? Or however people vote, y'all vote. But, not for it to be a landslide. That way, sometimes Democrats will be like, okay, this is a state. Let's try to change this. And we do have some of the highest electoral votes that you can get. So Texas is always, Texas, California, somewhere else. But I don't know, man. I think that's a cop out though to use politics to talk about demise. I think it might be deeper than politics, but that's kind of what you want to be like. You know what? You might hate the way that somebody cooked, but instead of talking about their food, you be like, "Nah, I don't like that you don't do this." So, is it a guard for something else that you just choose not to speak up on? You know what I mean? So, I get what you guys are saying about religion too. Like, I don't feel as though that's my place, so to speak, to sell you on religion, so to speak. Um, Only thing that I care about, as long as you got faith and you understand, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my views and Suki has hers. She's Catholic, I'm not. But at the end of the day, we all believe in the same. So I don't care how you get there as long as you're there. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. But politics that's one of them things that's, it's a mind game, man. It's all about mind control. So I don't think it's that serious. Personally, depending on what it is that your partner is agreeing with in those politics.
That's my thing. It's like, okay, what is what is he saying that got you turned off or got you mad about? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Depending on what a motherfucker say like that, I could leave your ass if you just talking crazy. It is what it is. But
I got one thing to add to that.
Hold up. This is a woman that sent this to me. Okay. So I like how book was going to like is it something else as well? Like is this not just the only thing? Is not this nigga just pissing you the fuck off? Like it is what it is. I mean, maybe that nigga ain't the one for you, but 20 years is a lot of time to just throw away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over some politics shit. But what's up, Greg?
No, I was gonna say just two things. I think culture, not really race, but maybe like how you're raised and what culture may affect it as well. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the views right now, that people have of Trump and whoever else, it all depends on how they see it. So this individual that sent the question, it may be one way about, for instance, the wall, or I think Book or Fran's gonna say, about Mexicans or whatever the case. So it's something in particular that struck the nerve with this lady. And then the other thing I was gonna say was when Book was talking about Texas being a red state. I think it was about a year ago now. I won the internship. I think I told y'all.
I remember. Go ahead, G.
Yeah, to work for a senator, Don Buckingham. She was a Republican, and I remember talking to her people in the interview. I had like 3 different interviews at the school, and like, I was telling them about, like, I was hitting them over the head. Fran's like, Marcus Garvey, like, just stuff that I really felt strong about. Having a black agenda, a lot of different things. And it was like, we understand that, Mr. Gray. They was like, but in politics, it's a messy truth. So, and that's what a lot of people on the outside don't really understand. But being that close, I kind of understood it. Like even some of the things, like, I'm not a Trump supporter, by any means, but some of the things he has done for inmates and stuff like that, like you can't just dog everything somebody does, like you got to highlight the good too, because there's good and bad with everybody, you know, and that's basically what they were trying to tell me. And they weren't trying to persuade me to be a Republican or Democrat or whatever, but they were saying when you're signing bills and trying to get shit done, like it's a messy truth, you know. So,
But they didn't want to tell you is cash rules everything around me.
oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
money, dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bill,
Nah, I feel you.
y'all.
Yeah,
I grew up on the boy. Don't let me get him out.
Breakfast Club had a great interview with Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yeah, I saw that.
Everybody go check that out.
Right.
He tells it how it is. Basically, get you some money, buy you one of them senators or congressmen, and then you get some shit done. He said, if you can't buy them, you need to rent them for a little bit until you get some shit done. It is what it is. So it is what it is. Cash is king. People gonna do good shit. People gonna do bad shit, and people gonna do good shit that you won't find out till later is some fucked up shit. Like Clinton did when he sent a lot of black people to the prison for mass incarceration. It was a good shit. It seemed good at the time, but that shit fucked us up in the long run.
Yeah,
it happens. So
that's the messy truth I'm trying to refer to. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, my brother. Booker, back on you, man. You came up with the idea that we need to have some closeouts questions of the year. You know what I'm talking about? So,
all right.
Let's hit it.
Okay. We got a little bit lined up for you guys. Okay, we're gonna try to keep them entertaining, of course. So we're not gonna talk about your top restaurants of the year or bullshit like that. Nobody cares about that. Okay, we're gonna give you that entertainment value. All right, because this is an entertaining platform. All right. Questions. No particular order. We got the top 3 albums of the year for any one of us. Okay. Genre unrelated. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It could be hip hop, rock and roll, country. Huh?
You said John at first, like vagina.
I know. That's a genre. That's a genre. No, I got it right. We got the top 3 movies of the year. We got your biggest moment of the year. Your top BS moment of the year, because you gotta have the good with the bad. We were just talking about that. All right. And then your top moment of the decade, since this is the last of the teens, well, the ones and then numbers. We're going into that 2020 with a clear eye and a promising vision. All right. So we're just gonna wrap up, and we just want to know your top moment of the decade. It can be anything. It can be personal, business, professional, financial. Doesn't matter. Like spiritual, doesn't matter. What impacted you most individually? We're not talking about you guys that are viewing us. These are all from our thoughts and our personal dealings, okay, of what we experienced. And hey, shit, you might agree with most of it, though. All right. So, anybody want to kick it off? You can take any one of the 5. Actually, we're going to leave the moment of the decade for last. I say we'll kick off with interchangeable. Either your top 3 albums or your top 3 movies. Go.
That sucks because that's the one I skipped. I ain't really listen to it like that shit.
You know what, Chris? I was thinking about you.
He gonna have T.I. of Serious 3 times on there.
You know what I'm talking about? I got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers albums.
Last decade, I listened to T.I. then, but I'll be honest with you, I just been skimming through music this year, man. So I'm gonna have to omit myself from that category.
Do you have a favorite track this year? Okay, since you don't have an album, you got a favorite song? Like 3 favorite songs this year?
I don't. I listen to a lot of old stuff, man.
Chris and Travis almost in the same.
Chris still on that bad album. Travis is on Thriller. Just like y'all know, like.
I'm kind of stuck right now, man.
Right.
Well, it's cool. I get mine.
Skip that one or... All right.
I get my top 3 albums real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna lie, I went back through all of them, literally every album that came out, and I'm like, the stuff that I still listen to. That's what I'm putting on here. That big Crit album, Crit was here. Crit is here. It's definitely one of my top albums of the year. And the other 2, unfortunately, they just came out not too long ago, but they just resonate with me like that. That Tory Lanez Chick Takes 5. I'm on that hard. I don't even like Tory Lanez.
I was about to get you. I was waiting for you to get that out.
I don't
always
like
hate when I said Tory Lanez was nice, bro.
I don't like none of his albums, but this one is hard. So I fuck with the Chick Stage 5 on that one. And The Game, Born to Rap. I think that's just a complete album front to back. I do got some honorable mentions that I want to throw out there. I got Rhapsody Eve. I got YB and Cordae, The Lost Boy. That was a dope album. And Tyler, the Creator, Igor. I thought that was all right too. But that's my 3 and honorable mentions right there. You're
I'm good because ain't now one of them ones that you named mine. So, which is what I didn't want. I didn't want it to be repetitive. I didn't want a lot of agreements when it came to albums. Now the movies might be a little bit different. So when the movie started, I'm gonna go first.
No, you're not. I'm gonna go first.
All right. I'm gonna go second.
What you got, G?
For top albums, man, I listen to a lot of music. I mean, but to kind
I know
of
one of these is gonna be in there. I already know which one. I'm just waiting on you to say it. When you say it, I'm be like, that's it. Go ahead.
Well, for me, I mean, it's kind of in order, but the last couple of years too, I've been listening to a lot of UK hip hop. So, but anyways, my first album is Wale. Wow, that's crazy.
There it is. I knew you was gonna pick it.
That's number 1, man. I mean, I'm biased, but no.
That Sue Me, I still kill that every day.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then after that, shout out to Adrian, man. The Anderson .Paak, that Ventura, the one with Smokey Robinson and stuff like that. I listen to that, man, constantly.
I don't really rock with that one.
And then after that is Rhapsody, Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, my honorable mention, because I listen to so much UK hip hop, is called it's an artist named Dave, and it's an album named Psychodrama. It's really good. So, I know a lot of people can't get past the accent, but
that shit tear me up, man.
Yeah, I know, but for me, honestly,
UK actors and actresses, man, they taking over, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's out with everyone.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. For me, so.
I was gonna put that Wale on there, but that Sue Me is just so hard. I don't get past a whole lot of the album because I just keep on going back to that Sue Me.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I listen to that constantly, man. Mm-hmm. So, and then one more. Sorry, that Burna Boy, African Giant too.
It was all right. I listened to that too.
Yeah, that Burna Boy is dope, man. He got some hits on there.
Mm-hmm. So. What you got, Book?
So I guess that was 5. Sorry.
Oh, you cool. You had honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't mention the honorable. So we're going to give you 3. Like it's supposed to be. I'm lying. I just felt like playing on words. All right. Like Fran said, I literally had to do my research because I was like, nigga, did this come out in 2019 or did this just fall off at the end of 2018? I.e. Champions. Meek Mill would have been in my 2019 albums of the year, but it came at the ending quarter of 2018, so it didn't make the cut. Because I was like, oh yeah, this shit easy. That definitely on there.
That was gonna be on mine too, and I got another album, Trans Lee album. It came out 2018, but I can't put it.
Yeah, there was a couple in 2018, and I was like, you just missed the cut by a little bit. So it's not necessarily that these, like I said, these are my favorite albums, just for the ones that I've listened to, far and few between, because for one, if you're not a big name or you don't have a single that catches my ear, I'm not listening to your whole ensemble of work when your shit drop. All right. There are, certain albums that release without knowledge and awareness. So you don't know. So you have to listen to everything, i.e. Wale. You know what I mean? Like there was no lead single. It was just, there's one that I heard with him and was it Miguel on that joint?
Nah, Jeremiah.
There you go, Jeremiah. Both of them niggas sound the same a little bit. Them niggas is the master of the hooks and choruses right now. I don't know what, like if you got Jeremiah on the hook, you A1. Okay, you got Miguel on the hook, you A1. Like you can't go wrong with either one of them niggas.
Or Lil Baby too. He be killing the hooks, man.
Yeah, so I like it. You know what I'm saying? As much as I like Wale, he didn't make my cut.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a dope album. So I said the only one that's gonna be in order is my actual pick for my album of the year. All right. Yeah, I didn't specify which one was your actual album of the year. You just talked about the ones that you like. But there's got to be one that you like the most. So I got Benny the Butcher, Plugs I Met. I love that album. It's real chill. It's not upbeat or anything like that. It's like it kind of feels like some damn mob music in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Shit that you would hear in The Godfather or Scar, shit like that. But I like it. You know what I'm saying? Just the way that you can prepare, you know, that you can paint a different narrative about, you know, the encounters that you've had in your life growing up, things like that. I like the album. So I actually had to re-listen to it. And luckily the album was only 7 songs, so I didn't have to listen to too much. All right. So, you know, well, shit really is 6 because the first song is just an intro and it's just talking. So I really only had to make it through 6 songs, but it's an album. I like that one. I like the Rick Ross. I'm sorry. I like the Port of Miami too. I got that on there, man, because Nobody's Favorite is just so fucking hard to me, man. It come in with the Undertaker, like, just it give you that Undertaker feel, and then like if there's anybody that I've never heard, like, I don't care what he's saying, he could be like, I'm selling McDonald's chicken nuggets, French fries with the sauce. Like, that nigga Rick Ross voice make you just believe it's the hardest shit that you ever heard in your life. Yep. And he give me that on every fucking track. You know what I'm saying? I thoroughly appreciate that. And like I said, Nobody's Favorite. That's bar none. Like, it might not be the heaviest bar, you know, album that I've ever heard, but it's just the substance and the content. Like, he was in his own, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll always look forward to a Rick Ross album, and who am I to deny him of being on my top albums of the year when I look for you to produce that type of content for me? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeezy. He came out with one too. And again, my favorite track on that Jeezy album is the one with Rick Ross. That's mine. That's mine. Which one's better?
That joint with Ball Greasy. Matter of fact, I just listened to that shit today. Now that you said it.
Well, like you said with Sumi, I don't get past the whole lot.
He said, "Oh yeah, that shit right there. That's hard right there."
I'll try to get past. I have to skip past Sumi, past 06. But yeah, that's my shit. But my top album of the year, it's not because of the demographic of where I grew up and my roots and my boots, by Timberland. All right. I fucking love that Jim Jones El Capo album. I'm not gonna lie. That El Capo is fucking phenomenal to me. He has the heat makers all over that bitch. It gave me the diplomatic immunity vibe. Like, just the man. I was just.
Hey, Rick Ross on that album too? I think so.
He probably could be. I don't know. I don't know. But this is how I know it's validated. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for validation on my selection as far as, you know, the Jim Jones. I pulled up to the gate 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I was coming back onto the base. And one of the guards, I was playing a song, right? And, you know, he didn't say nothing at the beginning. So when he was giving me my ID back, he was like, "What you know about that Jones, man?" I was like, "Bro, I know everything that need to be known." He was like, "All right, then, all right." I was like, nigga trying to quiz. Who the fuck is you? So this nigga was like, "Yeah, man, it's, you know, it's like, yo, man, that's one of my favorite albums this year." He was like, "It's between that and another one for my album of the year." And I was like, I completely agree, which was why I was re-listening to it just to see if it was going to take my top spot. Now, there are other albums that I can still say are honorable mention, but they're not from 2019. But the fact that I listened to the album again in 2019, it's 2019. So, honorable mention, I've been on that Blueprint. I'm sorry. I just re-downloaded the Blueprint. Yeah, very old.
Nigga, Jay-Z Blueprint?
Yeah, man.
Man, what? Nah, we ain't about to let you get
I'm
this
just saying, like,
off.
I re-listened to the whole album this year from start to finish. The whole album, literally.
Then I'm gonna have to go. Saying, then I gotta throw in like Silk and because I listen to a lot of R&B, old R&B. I gotta throw all that old shit, Genuine. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we not doing that.
Hey, you like that? That's the illusion, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You pull on the string, make it look like my head going. Yeah, boy.
We're not gonna let you get that shit off, nigga.
Bopping it. You know what I'm talking
Go, go to the next topic, man. Go to the next
about? Yeah,
question.
man. But no, that's my top 3, and Jim Jones got the top album for me this year. Not unless something dropped within these last couple of days that you won't hear about, so it don't matter.
I'm not mad about that. Not mad about that at all.
So next, everybody gave their audio preferences. Movies of the year, top 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, just depends on how you vibe. Chris said he wanted to go first since he didn't have shit for the last talk. Let's go.
All right, and I only got 2 for this one. The first one, I'm certain it might made y'all list too, so we're gonna go with the Avengers Endgame.
I got that on my list as well.
Okay, and then the second one is gonna be John Wick 3.
I don't have that one.
I don't have that one either.
I did like the movie though.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
You ain't gonna say nothing else about it? Okay, no problem.
No, I didn't know we was gonna be deliberating, analyzing, and spitting facts on every little detail of it.
Nah, I'm good.
It just speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Great ass movie, long as hell. You know all the Marvel heroes in the Avengers. Everybody know that. And John Wick, your boy, Keanu Reeves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if y'all follow that man, you know the kind of work he do.
Halle Berry too. Halle Berry.
I went for Halle Berry. I thought she was gonna give me a monster's ball, and she had German shepherds. She had 2 German shepherds. Like, you see how everything tied together. Because I told you the best Christmas movie is Friday After Next. They gonna give us flashlights, whistles, German shepherds. Look, what you talking about? God damn it! Everything tied together. I watched the movie for Halle Berry. I'm like, yo. And I kid you not, just off of that movie alone, Chris, when she took that little bit of water that was left and she swished it around and spit it back, bitch, you could have just put it right in my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
I'd have drunk all that shit. You had to put it in no damn container. Disservice. You just like, I'd have gobbled it back too. Like, you got any more? Like, yo, Halle Berry, fine to the motherfucker, boy. God, damn, she still look good. Damn.
Yes,
What you got, G Money?
Top 3 movies.
Greg gonna take it.
In order for me. First one is When They See Us by Ava DuVernay.
I forgot about that.
That's not a movie.
That is a movie.
No, it's not though.
Series.
It's like a series.
It's episodes.
It's episodes. Yeah, that's true. Greg. That's not a movie.
That's not a movie.
Not a movie.
That's not a movie.
I consider it a movie.
You should have said,
it was on
you
Netflix,
had to go
man.
to a theater, sit down in the seat and watch it. That came out on Netflix, man.
Not even that though. You can have it on Netflix, but it gotta be a movie.
It's episodes to that shit.
Yeah.
It has episodes.
I'm
1,
giving
2,
them
3,
credit.
4, 5, 6. That is a show.
Well, I guess I only got 2.
That's not a movie, Greg. We're cheating, Greg.
Okay, I'm sorry. Not trying to. Second one is Joker.
I got that one on mine. I got the Joker on mine.
And then
I ain't even seen that yet.
Good.
Bro, what you doing?
I'm planning on seeing it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's your time, Greg. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. That's just your loss. So,
ain't lying. Joke's on you, nigga.
But and then the last one is the Jordan Peele movie, Us, the little horror flick. I like that movie, man, because it was very layered, and like I said, the second time I watched it, I saw different things in it. I know if I watch it the third time, I'll probably see more. So, and that's what movies should do, for me. So 2, Joker and Us, I guess.
Go ahead, Booker. I'm gonna take the last one.
Hey, y'all niggas named everything. I kind of figured that y'all would be like that. Avengers, that was first on my list. That's just natural. Like, I think anybody, well, Greg don't count because Greg didn't name them, but
I mean, I put Avengers on there.
that nigga put a damn TV show in place of Avengers. Snap my finger on your ass, nigga. Go by. Not goodbye. Go by, nigga. So, Avengers. I got Joker. Joker is literally my movie of the year. So let me just cut to the chase because there's the one movie that nobody named that I enjoyed. But Joker is the movie of the year for me. Hands down. There's no debate. All right.
I like that too.
Yeah.
there were a couple movies that came out that I'm just like, man, do I want to go like on the animated side or do I just want to, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people. I think this brother, when he teams up with Martin Scorsese, he produces some of his best material. Even when he teams up with Quentin Tarantino, he produces some of his best material. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I find it wildly amusing. I don't know why, and it's not necessarily it's not the whole movie. It's just the shit that Leonardo DiCaprio does. I can't unsee because he delivers an epic performance. I don't care about the rest of the movie. I just wait for that nigga to be on scene, whether he's taking the drugs, whether he's in his movie roles acting, it don't matter. It's just like when you see this, it's like I'm just now seeing what people mean when they be like, oh yeah, he is a great actor. You know what I'm saying? Like in his last few roles, I am starting to realize what it is that these people have seen all along. And because I don't watch all his movies, but he was great in The Departed. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie. That movie was great. But he was good in that. A couple, obviously The Revenant when he won.
I still ain't watched that shit.
No,
that's a great movie.
They told me
man.
he just on there by himself. I don't know.
It's a good movie.
It don't start off that way. It don't start off that way, but a lot of it is him being out in the wilderness trying to survive, the will to survive and what he has to do. But yeah, man, and just the part alone where Greg, you saw it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you saw it. But when they're in the salon, as they call it, or the saloon, okay, he's on the chair and he can't get his lines together, so he leaves, goes back to the trailer, starts smoking, and he's like, get it together. And then he goes in there and does what he does. It's like, God damn, bruh, I felt it like I was really there. Like from the eyes, he had the Rick eyes, Rick Grimes, just red, always wanting to cry type shit. It was just, shit was powerful, man. And then at the end, it kicked up and did the Tarantino type shit, what I'm talking about with the dog, what I'm talking about? But that shit was hilarious to me. Like the damn dog that pit bull was on it, boy.
You about to ruin the movie for everybody else. So I'm gonna cut you off. Because you know what I'm saying? I don't hear about no pit bull.
That movie was good to me just because of Leonardo DiCaprio's performance. So there's other movies throughout the year that were better, I guess, but it ain't about what was better. It's about what caught my eye. So those are those.
I got two that I put at the same spot because they came out around the same time. Okay. And it's newly. Dolomite is my name. I like that movie a lot. I didn't watch that a couple times. And also what's that?
I wasn't gonna count it for myself, but that's why I was like, I'm gonna go with something else. Go ahead, though. I like that.
And The Irishman, even though the movie damn near 4 hours, is a great movie. The only thing that they messed up on was what's his name? What's the main? What's his name? Robert De Niro. Never looked young. He looked like an old man nigga the whole movie. He's supposed to look young. They messed up on the little face thing, but other than that, the movie was great.
I like Gemini Man.
Yeah, kind of. But hey, I like those two. That's about it. I got Endgame. I got Joker. But those two I put close to each other because they just came out.
I tried to watch Irishman, bro. I made it through the first 20 minutes, if that, where the nigga car broke down in front of the Texaco and Joe Pesci was helping him. I was like, yo, this too damn slow. And then the meat got stolen, and I'm like, oh my God, man.
Keep on watching it, man. You gotta keep that movie good.
I'm like, Ray Romano, that's my guy. I love everybody. Everybody loves Raymond. That's a great show for me. I actually enjoy that one. But I was like, man, this shit is slow as fuck, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
4 hours. You gotta have a solid 4 hours. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna have to watch that When They See Us, which Greg selected as a movie of the year.
See, I mean, how long was When They See Us? Or how long?
It's probably about to be the equivalent.
Well,
what they had 7 episodes?
Episode, right? So
Yeah.
it had like 6 episodes, right? So about 6 hours.
The equivalent of this shit.
Almost.
Okay.
Came on Netflix.
Next one, biggest moment of the year. What y'all got?
Y'all want to go high? Y'all want to go low? Y'all want to go dumb shit or y'all want to go good shit? Which one?
Go ahead, Chris.
Nah, I'm gonna go the biggest moment of the year. I'm gonna knock mine out, man. The biggest moment for me, man, is when Nipsey died, man. That's what I say. The biggest moment of this year. That came out of the blue. It was it was a surprise, and then the video came out of him getting shot and getting killed. The way his whole funeral happened and all that, and I think people still, I know for me, I don't know about everybody else, but I still think about Nipsey and stuff like that every day.
I actually had that as the dumbest, though.
What you say?
I actually have that as the dumbest.
I mean, as a top BS moment of the year, it could be. I mean, depending on how you did, but I felt like it was.
I get the narrative that you're painting with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're highlighting the good that came from it.
Yeah.
And things like that. The shock value, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
The shock, seeing it, and then what came of it. People, the gangs called the truce for a little while. I mean, people was doing stuff. And right now it's still living on because Whack 100 still talking shit and got laid out the other day, last week or so, because he's been talking about Nipsey not being a legend. So to me, the Nipsey hustle is, to me, the top moment of the year for me. I just felt like this year was all about that. Like, everybody was kept on saying the marathon continues and all that kind of stuff. So that's what embodied it for me. I know you can go any which way you want to. That's what I felt was the biggest moment of this year. Y'all good? Anybody want to go?
Well,
go ahead.
I guess I don't have a dumbest BS moment of the year. Because
that can still be your moment. I mean, that's how.
Well, I already gave mine in advance, so I guess I'll go because my guys are quiet. So the biggest moment of the year for us, for me, kind of refers to us in a sense. We was already on the YouTube platform, but we was only doing audio. Mm-hmm. This year we actually started doing video. At the very top of the year. You know what I mean? We did our first live recording, and since then we've been doing a phenomenal job, you know what I'm saying, with keeping this thing going. Not to be cliche, the marathon continues for us, providing this content and, utilizing this platform for the good, bad, the ugly, the funny, whatever you deem it. But I say, I think for us, showing our progress with this, you know what I'm saying? Because we are novices, we are rookies. We don't know what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? But you seeing our growth, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's monumental for just us alone. Forget about how everybody else views it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is more of a personal adventure for us, you know what I'm saying? To be able to, you know what I'm saying, have these conversations once a week with one another, you know what I'm saying, and just have a good time, especially with y'all are all there. So for me, I feel it's more impactful for me because I'm not around y'all like that, you know what I'm saying. We get on the game when we get on the game, but even through the game, it's like a phone call. I don't get to see my peeps, you know what I'm saying. So this allows me the avenue to see y'all and see y'all in good spirits and shit like that, you know what I'm saying. So sometimes when we get to talking as well, there's a lot of film that y'all don't see, which ain't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just brotherhood moments. But, like if I call them or whatever the case is, or I put it in group chat, you might if I'm talking, you hear it. You know what I'm saying? If you read it, you might understand it. But when you see me and I'm expressing it, it's just a whole different type of picture. You know what I'm saying? Now you are relating to me, even though it might not be your situation. So like I said, it's the biggest moment of the year for us, for me personally, is just us being able to have this platform and, the way that we're developing. So biggest moment of the year, us having video.
There we
so
go.
You can see.
I feel it. I'm with you on
That's
that.
a good one.
What you got, Gregory?
I'm gonna cut in because he probably gonna say something I'm gonna say anyway.
Okay.
I got a 1A and a 1B kind of. So my 1A is Since my daughter's been alive, I have been sicker in my adult life. And why that's relevant
Like, it made me cough.
is I got a spouse who takes good care of me and to know that she's hands-on with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just for me that as long as we've been together, she still cares the way that she cares. I don't know, I ain't trying to get all soft and shit with it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And then the 1B is seeing my man G graduate and propose to his soon-to-be wife. That was
I was gonna say that whole moment.
But I know Greg is gonna say it, so that's why I had to step in.
Nah, actually, that's not even on my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
No, not like that. Because I was thinking more like.
Greg, we actually set this whole question up basically for you, to be real with you.
I really did. That's why I
we
jumped
knew.
in.
We just knew in your mind it was gonna be you graduating.
It's on y'all.
Snip this one.
Now I'm not gonna snip shit. She gonna see this.
Nah. But honestly, my moment it had nothing to do with my personal experiences. I was thinking just more like in the media and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's definitely a moment.
Look, he's looking out for her. She coming.
What said he? Oh, okay.
Y'all don't be laughing at my baby, man. She goes.
She good.
What's up, Emma?
Say hi. Why you say bye? Say bye. All right. But nah, mine was more like overall media based and stuff like that. So mine was gonna be just about Jay-Z, honestly, and about all the backlash and the deal with the NFL and stuff like that. So, you know, I know that ties in with Colin as well. So I thought that was a big moment because it was crazy how just how much scrutiny he got. Even though how much he's done, you know what I'm saying? Like already, and what we know and the stuff we don't know, I don't know, you know, but it's just crazy how, you know, it can go both ways. So I thought it was a big moment. But yeah, obviously my personal moment of graduating and stuff like that. Yeah, it's still kind of surreal, to be honest with you. So, you know.
For everybody that's on the podcast, me and Book, since me and Book been the only ones on for like the past 2 weeks. Wait, did y'all get? When did y'all get on? Like 3 weeks ago? You and Chris?
A couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been about a month for me.
I think that was right before you actually graduated. But we've been holding this.
Yeah.
Me and Book, because we wanted Greg to be on and talk about his own experience. Because I got the pictures and everything ready to put on the podcast. But it is a big moment. If Greg ain't said it is a big moment in the crew in our lives that the boy Greg got on one knee after he graduated outside in the dark. Unfortunately, I don't have no good footage because Greg went in the dark. He didn't want to go inside. He went outside.
There was too many people inside, man. I couldn't do that. It wouldn't have been personal to everybody, man. It was a spur of the moment thing, man.
Bro, everybody would have moved out your way once you dropped it at
I
me.
understand, man, but for her,
man, that attention, bro.
Man.
No, and I'm not worried about the attention. I could care less about that. But for her, I know how she is, and she don't really deal with a lot of people like that.
I understand.
You know her, you know, just how she is. So I was trying to make it as.
I understand. It's just I can't. I mean, you can't put that stuff on Facebook and the gram like that, man. If you don't get some light behind it,
I could care less, man. Like I'm dope in real life. Like
I got you, but I can't put it on the podcast. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you can put the pictures up there.
I'm gonna put some pictures. I'm gonna put the pictures on here, man. But I ain't gonna lie.
Put it on Facebook.
This what happened. So. I'm gonna recant it for everybody that wasn't there. Greg said he texted said meet outside by the flagpole. I said bet. So everybody, all the family and everybody, we go out there by the flagpole. Greg dap everybody up. He said, "France, I'll be back. Got to use the bathroom." Just out of nowhere, I got to use the bathroom. I said, "Okay."
I had to pee.
You should have peed before this, but okay, no problem.
Hey, I was standing up for 2 hours, man.
Hey, no judgment here. No judgment. The boy come back. He said, "France, I did it." And then he look, nice hug, you know what I'm talking about, man hug. And he said, I'm about to do it. And just turned off on me. I said, about to do it. Chris was like, what he say? I said, I think he about to propose. But he ain't tell nobody nothing. But the next thing you see, you look over to the right, Greg is on one knee. You know what I'm saying? Proposing to his queen. But Greg, say it how you said it, Greg. Say it how you said it.
I got the flashlight on you too.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Hey, we ain't had no light out there,
like
man.
Men in Black with the flash beacon. Like I said, let's look at the goddamn light all up in the proposal.
We ain't had no light out there, man.
Yeah. What did I say? What I said? Are you ready to be my queen? Or are you ready to be my wife?
Ready to be my wife.
Greg said, you ready to do this? Ready to be my queen? Like real cocky and shit. It'd have been funny if she said, hold up now, I don't know about this. It'd have been funny if she did that, but
I mean, my mama back though, she said, say something.
you didn't hear your mom after she said yes. She was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. She was up there hugging.
Yeah, man.
She said some more stuff I'm not gonna say on the podcast, but
yeah, man.
Stupid. He's stupid.
Yeah, man. Gotta love it, man. But honestly, man, like I said, it's still honestly surreal, man. Just, trying to, I guess the thing I learned more than anything, besides just having, great friends and brothers and family like y'all, but more just to appreciate your accomplishments, man. Like I was getting so caught up in looking forward to, obviously going for my master's and stuff like that. Like I was looking at everybody, just there, at the graduation. I was like, damn, like it's a lot of people here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and as the older I got and, more things, divorce and, people dying and a lot of different things, life, you know what I'm saying? Like to really just continue the course, it was cool, man. So.
Dope. So definitely, man, make sure y'all see my boy Greg, you know what I'm saying? Give him a pound, you know what I'm talking about? Tell him good luck, you know what I'm talking about? Tell him don't fuck up because Patricia got the machete at the house. She will use
she got that on deck, man.
And at a moment's notice, so yeah, it is what it is. Next thing, we got the top BS moment of the year. I know Book said Nipsey.
Yeah, I gotta go first on this one.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Man, all this damn pandemonium about the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
That's mine.
I had that too.
That's mine.
I was like, I was like, everybody gonna put Popeyes. I was like, I had to think outside the box. That's why I was like, no, I'm gonna just correlate mine to Nipsey instead. And I was like, I'll just do that as the BS of the year. But I had Popeye's chicken first. But go ahead.
That was how Chris said 1A. That was that. 1B was the Game of Thrones ending.
Oh man,
that's BS, man.
That's way. Boy, Greg, I appreciate your mind. I forgot all about that. You know what?
Yeah.
That was. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It should have ended when Arya killed him.
That ain't
that's it. We've been following this show, and to go out like that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And I had to look back when the show started. It started in 2011.
It started on fire, though. It started on fire.
Yeah. But throughout the entire series and all the seasons, to end it like that, man, you know how many people was about to hurt them people at Game of Thrones, them writers?
Yeah.
We think power was bad. Nah, it had nothing to do with Game of Thrones.
Power bad. Power bad.
They got to fight the war looking like they fought at Greg house. You know what I'm talking about? It's all dark and shit.
It was super dark, man. I had to adjust my TV.
Yeah.
That thing was bad, man. So,
I definitely agree. For sure.
That's my two top 1A and 1B BS moments of 2019. So.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yo, Chris, you got something else? All right, because I ain't got nothing else.
Yep.
What you got?
May 23rd, 2019.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Life changed forever. My whole life has changed. I got my vasectomy done. For those of y'all who don't know or didn't follow that or catch that particular episode, start at 5. Go back and check that one out.
5. There you go. Just in case you didn't know, Chris, I already knew which one it was.
Yeah, start at 5.
Wasn't that your debut?
That was my video debut.
That was your debut.
Yeah.
That was your debut.
Yeah, man. So that was tough on me. That was very tough. So that was my BS for the year.
It was a great show, though. It was a great show.
That one was phenomenal. I had a great time. I had a great time back on you, boy.
That was fun.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about what I said. Like, just go back and listen to it for your damn self, because it was all authentic. It was literally on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
Man. Great. That was a good. That was a good one, man. That 1B was good.
That caught me off guard,
I totally
G.
forgot about Game of Thrones.
You ain't lying. That caught me off guard, man. Like, I didn't want to say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna move Nipsey out, but nah, like I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
We agree.
I agree.
So,
Top moment of the decade. Do y'all have y'all's?
I do.
Let me know if it's gonna be serious or not, because then I get mine out the way first. If it's gonna
Mine
be serious.
is mine's personal.
Mine's
Okay.
okay.
Then let me get mine out the way first.
well, yeah, I'll go after Franz.
Okay.
Mine ain't. Yeah, mine.
Because it's May. I guess something wrong with May, but May 2016, they killed my dog. Harambe died on May 2016. The gorilla. Yo, I had to look that one up, man. I was like, yo, when I saw they kill Harambe, I said, nah, we're going to shout out Harambe, because Harambe wasn't doing nothing. Harambe just moved a little child out the way. They had to do Harambe like that, bro. So, yeah. Rest in peace, Harambe. You heard.
Man, okay. Mine is just how the streaming services are, man. It's really ridiculous, man. I turned my TV on the other day, and I had like 24 apps of streaming services, and I'm like, man, there's so much quantity out there. It's really hard to find a lot of quality. Netflix got something new every day. Hulu, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, even with music, like it's just how we consume media now. It's just crazy, man. It's a lot of quantity out there. So, y'all filter through that BS and find some good quality, music and movies, like we've given y'all. So
that's not really a moment though, Greg.
Yeah, it is, because it's streaming. Streaming and Netflix and Spotify.
Did streaming start in 2010?
So from my research, it did. I mean, it took off.
He said from my research, it did.
You know what I'm saying? So don't try to mess my moment up.
When did Netflix come out?
I don't know when it came out from from 2010 to 2019.
I figured it out.
It's been an uptrend. You know what I'm saying? So
Netflix been out though, because I remember the graphics.
See, no, y'all thinking too much about it. No,
Netflix been out since 20.
I'm not saying it hasn't been out.
It came out in April 14, 1998.
98 in the 8th grade, bro.
But has it been what it's been?
Hold up. Let me see when they started streaming. They started streaming in 2007. That's not this decade.
That's not this decade.
That's almost.
No, it ain't almost. It's either this decade or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's a decade.
You steadily messing up.
Your response is null and void right now.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Mine?
Yeah, what you got?
She made a little cameo on here earlier, man. Birth of my daughter.
Okay.
All that shit, man. That was the moment of the decade for me.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Kehlani Lene Pearson. Love you, baby.
There we go. I see ain't nobody got that fire like Harambe, but go ahead, Book.
Mine is let's say mine's personal. So then this past decade, it would be, since everybody got dates and shit they throwing out here.
I don't got no date.
Mine would be September 14th, 2013. That is the day that your boy officially hung up his jersey and retired and, flew away into the rafters. You know what I'm saying? But like I threw away the game. I gave it all. What my boy, Fab, what you said? Well, Jagged Ed said it really. You know what I'm talking about? Girl, I traded all money, cars, and everything All, yeah, all. I did all that. Got married to my boo, you know what I'm saying, to my queen. No matter what happens in my future, you know what I'm saying, for the decade, that'll always be the top highlight. So, you know, and it happened early enough that nothing could shake that. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, September 14, 2013, man, the day that me and my beautiful wife said, we do. I mean, like, that was a huge monumental moment for me. Trust me, like, I was already hot because I had on a hot ass suit, but I was sweating internally. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I know people, you know what I'm saying? If y'all are young out there and y'all ain't never been married, like, nigga, committing is very hard to say, I'm giving up on all this. You know what I'm talking about? And at that time, in 2013, well, I'm 35 now, so that's almost 7 years ago. I was 28. I was still in my prime. It was hard, man. It was hard.
Still
like,
in my prime.
it was hard. Like, from the life that I was coming from, she knows. She knows, and y'all know. Like, I wasn't no good. I was good doing what I was doing, but I wasn't no good for nobody. But you know, with her, man, it's deeper than just me saying I do and, you know, getting married. Like, the growth and the changes that I've had to endure throughout my marriage, just as an individual, to become better. You know what I'm saying? Even the man that I am now in front of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that y'all, you know, continue to highlight, you know, as far as saying y'all see my growth and things like that. Like, yeah, I got a far ways to go, as France would say. Like, yeah, you got to build a nigga up, but you also got to tear him down quick. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if it wasn't for her,
wait
man.
till we have our 2K session.
That's gonna be in the next 10 minutes if y'all talking about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I could.
No,
I
I'm talking about on the podcast.
Nah, we're gonna leave that alone. They get a little too touchy.
But yeah, you know, if it wasn't for her though, for, you know, indirectly, man, I wouldn't be who I am right now in front of y'all. And that the listeners can relate to, or maybe if you don't relate to me, I just find me amusing. Like, hey, still, I give credit to her. You know what I'm saying? But my personality is my personality. I'm gonna give her credit for that, but I just sprinkle a little something in there.
I got a suggestion for book. This book right here.
Okay.
It's a good book, man.
All right. Is that a new drop or something old? Is that a new book or is it something from a little bit ago?
Yeah, it came out this year.
Okay.
But it's really good, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was going through certain things, as y'all know, you know what I'm saying, I read that book. It's good, man. It helps you out a lot. So,
all right.
And you know, like I said, y'all know Common, like he been through a lot of relationships, and it gets in detail, you know, with Serena, and it's good, man. It's good. I ain't gonna spoil it, but it's not a thick book. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy read. So,
all right.
Yeah, check that out, man.
Check that out too.
Yeah, I think it'll help you.
Okay. Well, I know this one was a little longer.
That's literally what I wrote.
This nigga done typed his shit up. Okay.
I did. I was prepared. That's
good.
Yeah, I know this one was a little bit longer, but hey, it's the last episode of the year. So we got to give it to you a little bit longer. You know what I'm talking about? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being on this ride with us throughout 2019. 2020, we're not going to stop. We're going to elevate. We're going to have to do something else different. We're going to have to keep on. Like I said, this year, I got to get some clips out. I got to start really focusing and getting more clips. So if you watch the podcast, say when I drop it, let me know if you see something like, hey, make a clip out of that shit. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I put it on there. Give me the timestamps, and I put that bitch right on there. You heard?
2019?
No.
2020.
Okay. I got you.
I'm going to get LASIK, nigga. I feel it. Before I leave here, I'm going to get some LASIK, man, because I'm tired of wearing these fucking glasses.
2040?
I don't know what you know what's crazy, Chris? I don't even know what the fuck my prescription is, nigga. I just be like, here, man, look at my lens and you tell me what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I know I can see them.
Well, make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Like Chris said weeks and months ago, shit is free. just press the subscribe button. You'll hear every time we come out. Click the little bell, get the notification as soon as we drop. You heard. Make sure we on Instagram, we on Twitter, we on Facebook. Follow us on that. Of course, like I said, I'm slacking. I needs to be more focused this year coming up. So 2020, I'm getting on it. You heard. We all gonna do it. We gonna get on this. If y'all ain't got nothing else before we leave up out of here, man.
Quick. What's your New Year's resolution? Because this is gonna come out afterwards, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what's your New Year's resolution?
My shit was all about being disciplined. That's why I went on that week cleanse with just fruits and vegetables. It's all about being disciplined, because I know this year, since we doing more stuff with the podcast, especially, I know I'm gonna have to be a little bit more disciplined. When I get home, I'm gonna have to work. When I'm at the house, when I'm off, I'm gonna have to, get your ass in front of this computer and work a little bit before you do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people was asking me, why was you doing this? Is for religious or something like that? No, it's because it's a practice in discipline. That's all. I want to make sure I'm disciplined, because this next year I know we want more, so I'm gonna have to do more. So that's basically what it is.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
PP?
I don't really do resolutions for the most part. If I had to say anything though, just work on being a better man, a better father, a better friend, husband, just continued growth. You know what I'm saying? Area that I could have been struggling in, and try to work on that and make progress. Right.
Solid. G Money?
Just being focused. Shoot, my AirPod fell out. Just being focused. More on just, in the same vein, kind of, how Franz and Chris said, just focus and discipline on overall, myself, just not slacking, man. Trying to give more of myself to people that I really care about, not being as closed off as I have been. So just trying to just be the best version of myself, I guess. So.
Dope. Okay. For me, I will say that 2019 will be in the rear view, and 2019 was full of a lot of bullshit for me. So with that said, the devil was in the playground all year long. Okay. So for me, it's more or less, I can dismiss that nigga, no issues, but I need to get my financial freedom and understand my financial restraints a little bit better this year. So y'all know the underlinings of that shit. That shit is done with. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm about to get back into the green, or back into the black, as they say. Yeah, this was a red year for your boy. So yeah, that shit just ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? So I contract for the right reasons, but 2019 I did a lot of the wrong reasons. No matter, like Ludacris, Child of the Night says, why does everything so bad for me feel so good? But nigga, what happens after that? See what I'm saying? What are the consequences of those decisions and actions? That's what I'm in right now, that I carry into 2020, which I have to remedy. So yeah, man, just, getting that bounce back, you know what I'm talking about? So for mine, it's really just a financial grind, financial focus. So if I don't get 2K 2021, nigga, now you know why. I need those $70, $60, $80. I can't afford it, because quite frankly, it's all a ploy. 2K, I'm gonna spend like $500 because I'm buying VC and shit. So no, you can't have my money.
See, and Boog, it's funny you say that, because that was on my top 3 dumbest moments 2019.
Oh yeah.
It was 2K Sports. I hate y'all. Telling us an unfinished game that is basically 2K19.
Okay, 19.
Package up as 2K20.
Yeah.
And then for me, these damn error codes.
What's up with your internet, man? Like
my internet. I've done research. I've called Spectrum so many times. It's 2K and their servers. The 2 servers. They got 2 servers. 2 servers.
Oh God.
One in one state and another in another state. 2 servers for all the people that play 2K.
Well, let the people, everybody don't want to hear about your 2K problems. So
No.
we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast. We'll talk about that later on the main line. So thank you for tuning in again. 2019. We're gonna see y'all in 2020.
Right.
Y'all be blessed. Holla. Holla, 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 holla. Yes, sir.
Pray for me. Pray for Book.